Oh, there it is.
There we are.
Now
Yay!
live.
We're live. And look at this. It's Evil Engine in my car.
Oh.
There. It's Car Con Carne, the world's only food podcast, recorded in a car. We're outside Epic Deli in McHenry, one of my favorite places on earth. You've never eaten here.
I've never eaten here, no.
Here's the thing. Evil Engine, tonight, as I speak, they're playing at Epic Deli. There's some danger. There's some risk involved with you performing after eating food from Epic Deli. There's nowhere to nap.
I burp a lot, too.
Okay,
so it's gonna be
good.
interesting.
Let it all out.
Yeah.
Let it go. I should mention this podcast is lovingly brought to you by the fine folks at Boost Mobile. BoostMobile.com. Go there. Go to a brick and mortar outlet. It is endless fun and really the best deal for cellular. Boost Mobile.
It's Car Con Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Car Con Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
Okay, Evil Engine is here. We are at Epic Deli, where Tyler Wildey, the proprietor, is a mad scientist with food. And he has given us food to try here in the parking lot.
Oh, boy.
Evil Engine, let's see what we have here. These are the fried pickles. I am such a fan of these. How do you feel about fried pickles?
I love them.
I'm in for it.
I am a huge fan of fried
All right, I'm going to send these back.
There you go, fellas.
And these guys think, oh, this is great. Score, we got the fried pickles. But wait, Kryssie. Hey, I'm going to spit my gum out.
It's getting serious.
It is getting serious because we, in the front seat, have elotes balls.
Dude, man, bro.
Good.
Dude, man, bro?
Dude, man, bro.
What does that mean?
That's just all of the...
Everything all at once?
Every little bit of
All right,
emotion.
take an elote ball.
Oh, God, it's happening? I get
It's
to go
hap-
first?
Well, yeah.
I'm
You're the
scratching
front
your
person.
microphone with my spikes.
Oh, wait, do you want a little citrus on that? We'll
Do
do
I?
some-
Yeah,
Do I?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Spears get mushy.
Okay, this is
All right, so
real now?
elotes are corn and
Mayonnaise
cheese
and
and mayo.
cheese, yeah.
Uh-huh. How are the pickles, guys?
They are awesome.
Bomb.
Cheers, hookers.
Very good.
Cheers, hookers.
Look. Some more.
Right?
These are stupid.
I was mentioning I like that they do the chips instead of the spears. I'm on team chip for pickle. For fried pickles.
Fried pickle spears are kind of the worst.
These pickle chips are great. Oh, I like the little dusting of cheese on the outside.
I believe that's cojita cheese.
I believe you are correct. All right, should we do a
You
trade?
guys want to pass these forward?
Yep, let's do it.
I don't think my arms work like this, but...
I think you're good. There you go.
Okay.
All right, elote balls.
Kryssie, have it.
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
This is so creamy.
What kind of sauce do these come with?
Is that kind of like a ranch with a dill, maybe?
I'm about to investigate this sauce.
Yeah.
So hungry. This is perfect.
Right? Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. So did you know, Evil Engine, there's a sandwich here named after me.
Really?
Which one?
The JVO.
Oh, duh. How did I not make that connection? What's on it?
It's obscene. It's on cornbread. It's open face on cornbread. It's pulled pork, bacon, deep fried pork belly, coleslaw, and fried pickles.
I'm ordering this. I'm ordering this tonight.
It's ridiculous.
Gotta happen.
Oh, my God.
Did you make that up or was it bestowed upon you? Oh.
That's cool.
Oh, these are so good.
I know.
Okay, so like I gotta get this out here, but like it's like there's a lot of people claiming this, but like I know that Jamie actually invented this. I was just talking about this with Colin, but Jamie invented like back in like 2004. He invented a double cheeseburger with caramel on it.
With caramel?
With caramel, and
What kind of stoner creation is that?
I'm actually not a stoner at all. It's just
Stone cold sober.
I think it might have been more like poor kid thought. It was like, oh, just whatever is laying around, you just put together.
but it's ridiculous, and like we've actually like we pitched it to I forgot where we pitched it to, but like
Pass me an elote ball while you're yapping.
but
Thanks, buddy.
But yeah, but like we've been trying to like get this in like into the mix, and like now there's a place called Nick's Organic Fast Food that like every time I go in there now, it's like they like give me like a little side of caramel dip because I always order the double cheeseburger. Like you got to get it plain. I get it with bacon and caramel dip now.
It's a little sweet and savory.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike's an artist.
But
Clearly.
but that's all to Jamie's credit. I had like nothing to do with that. I'm the proprietor of it, I guess. I like make everybody. I spread the joy of the.
I just hope that Kryssie, your eye roll was captured by the microphone when you said that. I just hope I somehow managed to pick that one up.
I do emote a lot with my face.
All right, so Evil Engine, throat clear, fried food, cheese, dairy. Here we go. Band history. How did the band get started?
Ooh, that's a Mike question. I always defer that one to Mike.
Sure. So back in 2014, it was a concept, and it was I had a drummer from my childhood that I played with in the viol, called his name is Connor McCann, and we decided to just start up a punk band again because like we've been playing through like various projects and stuff like that. Had a bunch of different like lineup changes, never left like really like the basement. And I was like, you know what, dude, I'm gonna shelf this until like I can find some like musicians like who are who can commit to this. And I kept writing throughout like 2015, and we finally kind of like solidified something like haphazardly after Kryssie went viral.
We can talk about that, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
And so like we're like, all right, I guess we got to do this now. And we went in and we recorded a single like that night. And it's like by September 2015, like we were kind of a band.
Necessity
And,
is the mother of
yeah,
invention.
like we played like maybe like 4 or 5 shows, and then our old guitarist, who I will not mention, he called it quits and like just like pretty much just like left. And like just booked it for Florida, and like we were like, okay, what now? It's like, we have a bunch of like shows coming up and stuff like that that we booked and stuff. And then Kryssie left for Big Brother, so we were dropping.
And we'll talk about that too.
Yeah, so like,
for people who are unfamiliar with the band,
yeah, so we were.
Spoiler warning: Kryssie ends up on reality TV.
Yep.
So we were dropping an EP at the time, and we pretty much like I asked Jamie, like he's been my best friend for 17 years, and like I was like, dude, I was like, you want to play guitar for us? And like he just moved back at that time from Colorado, so he was like, yeah, sure. And so we pretty much been a band since like October 2016. So it's like I'd like to say that we're like a solid band at 2016. Jamie's on the album.
Okay, so really brand new band for all intents and purposes.
More or less. Yeah.
I mean, really, you're talking about a year to this day.
I guess we still have that new band smell.
You do.
Is that what that is?
It is a fetching scent. Can you pass those pickles right back up here?
Yeah, there you go.
Because oh my god, I see you just kind of hanging that over
If
your.
you're doing it, I'm doing
Yeah.
it.
All right, somebody pass me an elote ball.
Okay, hang on.
It's happening.
See,
Here, why don't I hold this?
Thank you.
You pass.
Thank you.
See, it's a shame this isn't being
I just
filmed
need one.
because we were working so well together.
Or all.
Yeah, ball.
Okay, so
ball.
It's a ballet.
let's talk about the EP. You recorded it. You redid the guitar parts. Can we talk about the cover? The most misleading cover in the history of punk rock?
Who gets to talk about the cover? Can I do it?
It was your idea. Yeah.
It was your
Okay.
idea.
So the legend goes, Mike had come up with the name of the EP long before we came up with the cover. The name of the EP is Nullius in Verba, which is Latin, loosely translated to take no one's word for it.
Mm-hmm.
And we wanted to design a cover that was a little misleading, but at the same time wouldn't be, I mean, a lot of, how do I say this? A lot of our subject matter is very serious, and we have a lot of sort of like Trojan horsed political themes and social
If I
themes
may
and things.
interject too,
I'm sorry, Mike knows better than I do.
Nullius in Verba is the it's the
The
motto,
motto of the Royal Society.
of the
I was
Royal
going to get to that,
Society.
but he didn't want to let me finish. So I'm going to eat a elote ball, and he's going to tell you the rest of it.
Go ahead, Chris.
No, I'm good. Good.
I'm uncomfortable.
No, this happens all the time.
Now I have a mouthful of food, so you have to say something.
No, but it's the motto of the Royal Society, and like they were one of the first establishments that actually like bucked the system of religious Reich, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to say.
Good talk.
Yeah.
All right, so the cover.
So, yeah.
Explain what the cover is.
So we had tossed around a lot of different ideas for what we thought would be worth it to kind of, we had talked about, well, I don't want to give any of those away because we might end up using them later on for artwork of any kind of nature, but basically what we wanted to do was find something that was misleading but at the same time still showed off our sense of humor, because a lot of our subject matter is really, really serious. Mm-hmm. So the idea had come about, and I was like, hey, how about we take a picture of Mike's butt in a bra, because it would look like a really nice set of curvy little boobies, but in reality, it's a butt. Take no one's word for it. And everybody kind of was like, I don't know about that. Like, that could either come off really hilarious or really stupid. And
Mike's butt's really smooth.
I had to shave it that morning, actually.
You did not.
I did. You've never been close to someone ever in your life until you have shaved their butt crack.
My crack, not my whole butt.
Yeah,
Like my whole butt.
most of his butt is very, smooth, as you said, and, free of any kind of hair or blemish. But I did have to shave the crack. And I will never let him live that down.
That's a certain level of closeness that you attain as a band.
Never expected to be that close.
No, how could you?
But yeah, I actually, somewhere on one of my old phones, I have a screen cap of me FaceTiming with Mike when I asked him to just try the bra on his butt cheeks and let's see how it looks. And I screen capped it because in the corner, there's a little front-facing camera of me crying, laughing, and he's holding it up, looking over his shoulder like, do you think it works? And once I pitched it to everybody like that, everybody kind of was like, okay, well, we're under the gun, because I had been asked at that point to be on Big Brother, and was like, I'm leaving, we need to shoot a photo for this, let's just do it. And we took one crack at it, no pun intended, in my basement, and
You intended every part of it.
I didn't actually. As I said that, I was like, boo, Rodolphe, what a terrible
I
butt.
passed up a butthole joke a second ago, and
That's your fault.
I was gonna say Mike was gonna have me shave his ass, but he doesn't trust me with a razor near his private. So
Why was I trusted with the razor? That's not fair.
All right, so let's take a step back. Kryssie went viral.
Yes.
Here's the thing. I discovered your band before I discovered this stuff about you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You are one of few.
I realized that. Like this, I kind of had to do research. I didn't know any of this. I found the music before I found out you went viral working at Ed DeBevick's.
Yes.
Explain that. Was this awful?
Yes and no. I mean, the thing about going viral is it's something that you don't believe actually happens to anyone in real life.
Right.
Until it happens to you. You know, I worked at that place I worked at Ed DeBevick's for almost 12 years. And, it was a Chicago landmark. Everybody that went there knew the experience. So the idea that someone else wouldn't understand the shtick never really occurred to me. And people filmed me all the time.
Sure.
At that job, and it never really went anywhere, so I never really thought about it, and that was just another day. To this day, I still maintain that that's not some of my best work. I think there were lots of interactions I'd had with people that were considerably funnier, but that is the one that ended up going viral, and, it's a double-edged sword, because on one hand, that video got licensed. Somebody bought that video from the person who took it.
How is that even...
I wish I knew.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a sore subject, but...
It is a sore subject, because, on one hand, I do have some avenues of legal recourse I could take, but at the end of the day, does it really even matter? Am I really going to
Seems like so much work, yeah.
Am I really going to chase a menial amount of money that someone basically sold my identity, my work, my character that I created to make money off of licensing? But at the same time...
God, I hate people.
Samesies!
Especially when they're, loaded.
Right, well, yeah, they don't need the money.
God.
But
It's the president of Unique or something like that, right?
it's the mother of the CEO, but that's neither here nor there. The question that was asked is it awful? And it's...
Wow, you've got great hosting skills. Way to bring it back.
I've done this a couple of times, and I know how easy it is to kind of go off on a tangent. In reality, it's cool to have something like that happen, because it is definitely a nice little springboard to every single person that has something to say about it. Well, check out my band, check out the fact that I'm a real human being. But yeah, every morning I get something new on my, some social media platform where somebody wants to kill me or punch me in the face.
God.
Or, grown men want to fight me and kill me. That's a thing.
For doing your job.
Yeah. For working in a theme restaurant in a video where I'm clearly wearing a costume.
I just love the guys who who are all look like, yeah, if I was there, I'd knock your fucking brains out, and it's just like, dude, it's like you're like a grown ass man. Like,
yes.
It's like you're condoning violence on women for doing their job.
And you just know, and we don't need to go too far down this road, but you just know, if it were a male in that viral video, he would not be posting the same things.
Correct.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
God, I worked...
Because I should know my place, right?
Oh, Jesus. I worked for many years before I was in radio. I worked at Dick's Last Resort.
Awesome.
That was the competition.
That was the competition. Yep. It was exhausting for me, playing that role of the asshole server.
Yep.
Hated it. It was emotionally draining. So I can understand what that was like. And then,
people ask you all the time, isn't it so easy? And you're
No.
like, no, it's not.
God, it's so much easier to be nice.
Well, you make better money when you're in a legit bad mood.
Right.
But at the same time, like, if you have to put on that persona, it gets... It's still the best job I ever had, but at the same time, it's a lot. And then you come home and you don't want to talk to anybody, and you don't want to be on anymore.
Right, exactly. So you did that. It went viral. And that led to you getting a call from Big Brother?
They stalked me. Okay, so the long and the short of it is, when they cast reality shows, sometimes they'll pull people from the cattle calls. They do have big casting processes, and they'll pull people. But some people they handpick because they think they'd make good TV.
Sure.
And for whatever reason, the viral video landed in the hands of a casting director. That casting director then saw some of the news clips that I had done to talk about the viral video and how it was, enhancing and also ruining my life at the same time.
God.
And this particular casting director was like, you know what? I really like her. She's articulate. She's funny. She's interesting. Let's try and put her on this show. And they had originally hit me up for a different reality show that CBS owns, and I shot them down. And I, thanks, but no thanks. I really appreciate it, but think of me in the future. Fast forward about 6 months, they called me and they asked me if I'd want to be on Big Brother, and I said no. And they called me back and they said, do you want to be on Big Brother? And I said no. And I shot it down a couple of times, but I really liked the casting director. He was a really cool dude. And so through talking to him, and I'm a people pleaser. I've always been. And through not wanting to let him down, I was like, I agree to at least watch a couple seasons of the show, see if it's something I think I could be good at. And before I knew it, I was on a plane to Los Angeles.
Oh, my Lord.
And the rest is history.
So you give me hope. I'm still holding out to get a call for Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy. I'm hoping that
great.
someone will say, yeah, that radio guy, he'd be great on Jeopardy.
It would consume considerably less of your life than Big Brother would.
No doubt. Well, and you went pretty much all the way.
I went all the way to the end. Yeah. I mean, the season I was on was the only season that had a top 3 as far as I know. But I made it to the final 3, and Mike likes to tell me all the time that I'm first place loser.
I bet he does.
Because I'm not the runner-up. I'm first place loser.
So looking back on it, were you glad you did that? You went through the experience?
That answer sort of changes day by day. Ultimately, yes, I'm very glad that I did it, and I'm grateful for CBS having me out there and giving me that kind of a platform to really prove to myself what I was made of. But at the same time, I missed out on, the EP release got delayed almost 2 months because I wasn't home, and I missed out on doing a lot of things with my band. It was an interesting kind of strain, but also rebirth to my actual relationship. But it was just, I'm glad I did it, and I'd probably do it again if they asked me to, but at the same time, I'd be sitting there on the plane to Los Angeles going, why am I doing this? Just like I did it the first time,
So for the guys sitting in the back seat, the rest of the band, was this a good thing for the band that Kryssie went and did Big Brother?
Yeah, it's afforded us a few opportunities that I'm pretty sure we would not have been privy to before. Like, we got to play New York this year.
That's
and
great.
I mean, we obviously would have played New York eventually, but we kind of got springboarded into a gig there and at a really cool historic venue. And yeah, who knows if that would have ever happened without that. So I'd say, I mean, barring the obvious price that it's taken on her sanity or her relationship, I would say it's been good. I wouldn't want to step over that. But
When she said she was going to go do it, did you think, oh shit, there goes the band?
Never. No.
we all thought I was coming home in a week.
Oh, right. No way she's going the distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This will be over before it starts.
All we did was just keep practicing, and we just kept writing new stuff, and now we have, now we got some new stuff.
Our projected release date for the EP last year was Halloween. I moved into that house on September 28th. I had every intention of being home in time to play an album release show. I had no clue that I would have lasted that whole time. I don't think anybody else did either.
Originally,
we were only a month and a half or 2 behind the original release date, which by Kickstarter standards is still pretty.
well, because we were supposed to release it in July or something like that, and then we had to re-record the whole thing.
So, all right, looking ahead,
So salty.
the EP is out. We're outside Epic Deli where you're performing as we're recording tonight in early December. Do we get to see you after this, or is this it for 2017?
By the time this comes out, we will have already played at Liars Club with a band called Tiger Sex on December 15th. And if you went to that show, you get a high five.
Absolutely. All right, so that's it for this year, but you're going to be busy next year. I know you're planning to do more new music.
Correct. We have an entire EP totally written, ready to go at this point. we're working on getting our crowdfunding campaign together so we can afford to record the damn thing. But we're looking to hit the studio. What do you guys think? Like March, I think was our projected, maybe earlier.
Yeah.
Smarch somewhere in there.
Smarch.
Smart.
Yes.
And since politics play a part in the songs you write, the lyrics you write, it seems like you'll have no shortage of songwriting resources
Oh, no.
heading into the new year.
No, there's gold.
Anything that's too much.
I'm exhausted.
It's
Like,
kinda
how
hard
do
to
we
pick.
choose?
Right.
Yeah.
How do you narrow it down? All right, so Evil Engine, if people want to follow your exploits, be ready for that Kickstarter when it eventually comes, where do they find you?
Colin.
Colin, you tell
Why you always ask me? Because I always say... Anyway. Yeah, so we're on Twitter, Facebook. We are on our own website, evilengineofficial.com. And those are usually the best places to find us.
Instagram, too.
Instagram.
Oh, yeah, we got
We got
Instagram.
a
We
little
got,
IG.
The
we
kids
got-
are into that.
we got a gig salad.
We do have a gig
Yeah.
salad. Did you guys know that was a thing? Because I didn't until we
What's
got
a
booked
gig
on it.
salad?
Don't forget Reverb Nation. You know,
Ooh.
Reverb. Bandcamp.
Gig Salad is one of those websites that is intended, I think, for like impersonators and wedding bands. And for
Got
whatever
it.
reason, we set up a profile on there. We actually got a booking out of it. So.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I found you on Bandcamp. I don't think you submitted to my show. I think maybe I found you on Bandcamp before you submitted.
I would
Okay.
like to think that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like Radio Coup d'etat or something. Or
I would like to think
Father.
that it wasn't just me shamelessly sending you an email going, please like my band.
I don't remember. Maybe you did submit. I don't know. But in any event, you're
I might
awesome.
have.
You're awesome, and I'm glad you're here. Evil Engine, thank you for joining me. And there's nothing really evil about you. This has been a delightful 25 minutes or so.
It's only been 25 minutes.
That's right. All right, so onward and upward for you, and thanks again.
Thank you for having
you.
us. This was
Thanks
a
for having us.
blast.